Kai Cheng Thom is a trans woman, and I first met Kai Cheng through social media.
Today, I would like to share with you some thoughts on collective trauma and its link particularly with social conflict. Social conflicts like the ones we currently find ourselves embroiled in, the struggle for justice, to ensure that everyone knows that, for example, Black lives matter and must be treated as such, that, for example, Indigenous lives matter and must be treated as such, that there is racial and social and economic injustice in our world, and that we need to redress that and rebalance it. Those things are linked to experiences of collective trauma, both historic and present, and that we're not necessarily, in my belief, going to be able to shift those things toward the arc of justice until such time as we understand conflict as being linked inextricably to collective trauma, as well as the work of social justice.
In putting the discussion part of it together with Kai Cheng, what really struck me is that I really feel the questions are so much more interesting than the answers. Right? How can we work with conflict that is deeply rooted in historical and collective dimensions? How are our own bodies and practices implicated within the web of collective trauma and societal conflict and oppression? What do our professions have to offer the current moment of upheaval around collective trauma, historical atrocity, and contemporary conflict? And because the questions are always more interesting than the answers, for me, what it highlighted is the patriarchal, colonial, capitalist paradigm within which we operate, that positionality that says we need to get to an answer that's efficient and direct and straightforward. And I love how these questions ask how can we? You know, we're being asked to engage in the question.
Knowing we're not going to fix that problem right away, but that it is upon us and we're being impacted by it is key.